This video was made possible by Languages Unlimited. Are you in need of a foreign language interpreter? Or you could have documents that require translation from a foreign language to English or vice versa. If so, Languages Unlimited can help. We can assist you from anywhere. Please scan the QR code or visit our website at languagesunlimited.com for more details.
The crisis in Venezuela has been on the news for about 10 years, since Nicolás Maduro took the lead of this country in 2013. Right now, Venezuelans live their worst crisis in all their history. And this year, they will hold a new electoral process, which will decide the future of the country for the next 6 years. These presidential elections look different to the previous one. For some Venezuelans, it means hope, and for other ones, it means just another trick, another circus, or another show from Maduro's government. But what is happening in Venezuela right now? Are these elections actually a real opportunity for change in Venezuela? Who are the candidates who are going to compete for the presidency of the country? We are going to talk about all this right now. But first, I need to tell you how this video is possible. And this video is only possible to the people of Languages Unlimited. I mean, they are the best in services of translation, transcription, and interpretation. I mean, if you need any kind of these services, you can just go right now and visit languagesunlimited.com, and you can see all the things that they offer you. I mean, you are not going to regret, I promise. Just go right now and visit languagesunlimited.com and see all the options they have for you. They are the best on what they do. Now let's get back to our talk about Venezuelan elections. Right now, there are officially 13 candidates for the presidency of Venezuela, but only 2 are considered the strong ones. For one side, Nicolás Maduro, the actual president of the country, and from the other side, Edmundo González Urrutia, which is under the sponsorship of Maria Corina Machado, the unhabilitated leader from the opposition. In the next July 28th, Venezuelans are going to choose their leader. The road for these elections started last year, in 2023, where the opposition leaders from the country made small elections to choose one candidate to compete against Nicolás Maduro. The winner of this process was Maria Corina Machado, an opposition leader well known in the country and in the international community. She has a strong experience in politics and is a really well-prepared woman. But she was inhabilitated by Maduro's government. We need to say that a couple months before these elections, there was a treaty between Maduro, part of the international community, and the opposition in Venezuela. And Maduro's government committed to set the right environment for a fair elections in the country, or for a fair process in the country. In change of this, he received a relief of the US sanctions that are over Venezuela, since Maduro's government obtained a license, a 6-month license, which led his government to be part in the international market of oil, gold, and other stuff. But this license was over and wasn't renewed because the government of Nicolás Maduro didn't fulfill its promise. After Maria Corina Machado won with the 90% of votes the last October, she was unhabilitated by Maduro's government. This occasioned a big discontent, not only in the population of Venezuela, but in the international community too. Also, in the beginning of the 2024, Maduro gave the order to arrest 10 people from the Maria Corina Machado's campaign. All these kind of actions were rejected by the international community. and part of the people in Venezuela. In March, all the candidates had to inscribe themselves in the CNE, el Consejo Nacional Electoral de Venezuela, to compete in the elections. But La Unidad, the political party from the opposition, have a lot of issues to inscribe their candidate. In a first moment, the candidate from the opposition was going to be Corina Jonis Villasana, but she has some issues with her last names and the system didn't took it. After this, the oppositors were without any candidates. 2 days later, Maria Corina Machado denounced this situation in the international community, and this put some pressure on Nicolás Maduro's government, and the CNE actually added 12 more hours for a new candidate to participate in the elections. The new candidate was Edmundo González Urrutia, who was successfully inscribed in the system. After this, three of the candidates gave a step back. One of them, Manuel Rosales, an old oppositor leader, quit to his candidacy to support Edmundo González. But this is not the only issue that the opposition have had in this process. Some weeks ago, the Venezuelan migrants, denounced that they couldn't register in the Venezuelan system for the next elections because they put some new conditions to be able to vote outside Venezuela. One of these conditions was to have a valid passport and to have a legal residence in that country. And the reality behind this is that Venezuelan passport is one of the most expensive in the whole planet. I mean, a passport in Venezuela costs about $200. And for the other side, a lot of Venezuelans have only temporary residences in the countries that they are. So this will not allow them to vote in these elections. Another thing that has been rejected by Venezuelans and the international community was a speech that Nicolás Maduro gave on February 4th, and he said in his speech that he was going to win the election in a good or a bad way. So we can assume after these allegations that he is not going to give up to the power, even if he loses these next elections.
Hopefully, you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay informed when a new video is released.